I'm really hoping that my Super Bowl pick. I'm pretty sure very early on in the season I said Chiefs and Lions. You'll have to fact check me on that, but I'm pretty sure I
Go
said
back
that.
and see. Yeah, I gotta go back and see on that. I know you said the Chiefs was going three-peat. I do remember that. I don't remember who was against, but I do remember that. Um, let's see what else I had. Dell was obviously the Jets make the playoffs and make a deep run. We've talked to that ad nauseum. Um, I want to say me and B Fire both said the Packers will win the Super Bowl. B Fire said that Caleb Williams won't do as good as what people think this year. That was true.
Yeah, I guess. Like, I mean, success wise, team success for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. I said Bryce Young isn't a bust. He is not. B Fire
We'll
had the
never know that.
Jags will make a push or win the AFC South. He already talked about that. We know it didn't happen. They fired their coach. Oh, this is a good one. I think B called two really good ones here. Kirk Cousins will either get injured or benched, and Mike Penix will start at some point this year.
Before I said that?
Yeah, I remember that shit. I want to say
Damn.
he said that shit back in I think the draft already happened. March Madness, like whenever the draft actually happened. I want to say he said it then on one of my episodes of the show. He
That does
said that
sound familiar.
yeah. I don't even know if Kirk Cousins got signed at that point, but if that was the case, I know I've heard him say it before. And the last week he said CJ Stroud was gonna have a sophomore slump. I was like, what? But yeah, he was right about that.
That's a great call. Ben, B-Fire called a lot of shit, bro. I used to give him so much shit last year. He got so
Yeah,
much
he be
stuff right
calling
this
some
year.
shit though. He called the blowout too. Yeah, give him his flowers on that too. He called the Detroit Minnesota blowout. I was like, ain't no way in hell. And then lo and behold, 31-9.
Jesus Christ, dude. I really had the worst week last week, man. It's so bad.
You went 8-8, I think. Oh, look at the
It
perfect
felt like I
time.
missed every game, bro.
Nah, let me see. Let me see. Yeah, you went 500. You went 500.
That's all right.
Yeah. It wasn't too bad. What's up with you, Dale? How you doing?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
Doing
Happy
good,
New Year.
man. Doing good.
Happy New
Happy
Year.
New Year. Yeah. When
Happy New Year. Happy
is
New
this
Year.
the
Happy
first
New
one
Year.
of the year?
I guess so.
No, it's not. Because
No,
I
the
was
second.
Wednesday.
Damn, my
Second
bad.
one. Okay. Second.
Really?
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
we
like, I had
did
to
it
think for a
last week.
second.
We did it last week.
Yeah, these
There you
playoffs
go.
be throwing me off and shit. Oh yeah, we just going through shit people predicted and all that stuff to begin the year. Dale, was there any predictions that you remember saying besides the Jets one at the beginning of the year?
Anything besides that one?
Uh, damn, I can't recall, bro. Probably said something, but the Jets were
I
the
do
main.
remember. I know you. I don't know if it was before the football season or like about week 2. You said something about the Niners going to the Super Bowl.
Oh, before.
Because I
That's
know you
right.
said it on one of the Rick
Yeah,
Villiers streams. I do know
it
that.
was during the when the NBA Finals was going on. Remember I told you that?
Yeah, and I looked at you like he was crazy. Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that.
you did. But I said though also if they were healthy, and they weren't healthy.
You did.
Yeah,
You
that's
did say
fair,
that.
bro. The Niners got destroyed injury wise, but honestly, the more I thought about, and I feel like this is something I was talking about all year. I was like, Brock Purdy, as much as I used to like give him love in the past couple years, I knew when these injuries started coming, I was like, yeah, his season's down the drain because like they don't want to pay him that money, like they really don't want to pay him.
They already making cuts to pay him. They let go of Hargrave, so
Oh,
Okay.
they
yeah,
did?
they're gonna move on from him. What did he only play like 3-4 games this year?
Didn't they
So
just sign him this year or last year?
I think it was last year.
Oh, last year, right? Okay.
Yeah.
It was because I remember now.
You probably got I'm sure you probably got like a list of management and roster changes and coaching changes because so much shit happened at the end of the week, at the end of the year. So many coaches got fired. So many
Gerard
bro.
Mayo, yeah. AP. Who else got fired?
Somebody off the Raiders, I think. Their
GM
GM.
Telesco. He should have been fired.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, for sure.
I can't think of nobody. No, there's some other people that got fired. Niners fired a defensive coordinator that might get Robert Saleh back.
That'd be a good move for them.
Somebody else's trash defensive
Somebody
coordinator got fired. I can't think of.
Doug Peterson.
The head coach, but yeah, the whole coaching staff then. But what that Gus Bradley? I want to say it might be, if not Gus Bradley's with the Colts, one or the other. I know he's with one or the other.
Jets coach got fired. Bears coach got fired.
And
that
GM.
motherfucker got fired after a bad game.
And OC, my bad.
Yeah, head coach and OC. Damn.
Shit, I think they GM did get fired. Yeah. Yeah, all that shit got gutted during the season.
What do y'all think about Tyreek Hill, though?
Pouty bitch. That's what I think. Nigga, you left and went to Miami, had the nerve to say that stupid shit that Tua was better than Patrick Mahomes. And then you mad. And now you gonna pout me. I don't want to go back in the game, man. We not competitive. Motherfucker, you ain't competitive. You pouting like a little pussy on the sideline. Like, seriously, bro. Like,
that's crazy.
What you think was gonna happen, nigga?
Tyreek Hill, man, I don't appreciate the tone, the whining, the shift. It's like, bro, you could have. It's like he came into this year. I'm pretty sure he got voted by the players like the best player in the league, and they had a trash ass season. And now he wants to quit the team. That shit is weak.
Where B Fire at?
Man, he not feeling too well right now. He's sending his picks and stuff, but he ain't feeling too well.
B.
Yeah. Well wishes to be fired. But yeah, like what you said, Derek. Yeah, I ain't a fan of the Tyreek Hill. It's like, bro, you got like what 10 baby mamas or some shit. Like, I think that man stressed about that shit for real, because that's a lot of child support. Nah, for real, that's a lot of child support, dog. And they in different states and you got different taxes and shit. Yeah.
Got to divide that pie a lot of different ways. But I just think it's crazy. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, bro, every year it feels like he's asking for a raise. And it's just crazy that, like, this year he didn't come through. And it really goes to show, like, no matter how good you are as a receiver, like, you need somebody that can get you the ball in, like, good positions. Because as soon as Tua gets injured, Tyreek Hill's irrelevant. And it's like, if you're that guy, maybe you should make something happen regardless. Like, if you're really that much faster than everybody, if you're that much more talented. And it's like, I don't think that Mike McDaniels, he suddenly forgot how to coach. I just think that he wasn't making plays like he used to. I don't think that everybody in the league got faster than they were last year. Like, it's got to be on him.
You know what's crazy is, like, there is one argument to be made that you need a quarterback to throw the ball. And there's definitely some sorry quarterbacks they had when Tua was out. But Mike Evans been getting 1,000 yards receiving for what, 11 years now, with a bunch of names of quarterbacks, some we've forgotten. So it ain't really as much of, and he's not nearly as fast as Tyreek Hill. So Tyreek ain't got as much of an excuse either. And that nigga playing Florida too, so you can't use that cold weather shit. But yeah, that Tyreek might end up in Dallas. Yeah, he get the bag in Dallas or Houston. Yeah, so we're gonna get into it. We're gonna start with the first playoff matchup. LA Chargers 3-point favorite at H-Town, the Houston Texans. They've been battered and bruised and beaten up. And the Chargers, they're back in the playoffs. New head coach, slightly less hair on his arms. Actually one that knows what the fuck they're doing. I'm taking the Chargers on this one. Derek, who you got?
I gave this a lot of thought because there's like so many fewer games. And I kept trying to figure out why the spread was like as low as it was. Like only 2.5, 3 is where I'm seeing it everywhere. I am leaning the Chargers though, just because every time I watch the Texans, CJ Stroud just doesn't look the same. I feel like B-Fire, I think, brought this up earlier in the year. He's having a sophomore slump. Chargers, a new coach. Chargers looking healthy. Texans O-line looking bad. And it's like, bro, Houston should just be happy to be here with the season that they had in the terrible division that they're in. So I'm going to have to go with the Chargers. And I think they cover too.
3. Yeah, they cover 3. Got you. Dale, who you got?
It remind me of when everybody was on Cleveland last year. Remember when everybody's picking Cleveland to beat Houston?
Oh, Joe Flacco and shit. Yeah,
with the Joe Flacco. This go around is different. I think the spread is low. It's kind of concerning, but Houston is playing at home. But I just think LA, they're the hotter team right now. And Jim Harbaugh and Greg Roman, they got that championship pedigree where they've been here before, right? I know D'Amico and them been there last year, but CJ don't have Tank Dale. He don't have Stephon Diggs. He don't have his weapons. And Bobby Slowick, I don't trust him either. So I got to go to Chargers.
Yeah, I think we all in agreement that B-Fire as well. Pick the Chargers. We all in agreement there. Next game, Saturday, 8 p.m. Pittsburgh, 9.5-point underdog at Baltimore. I've seen some people say that the Steelers gonna win this game. I'm still scratching my head as to why. And Baltimore is on fire a little bit. They a little bit on fire now. Dell, I'm gonna start with you. Who you got?
I got it's a divisional game in the playoff round, and it's kind of hard to see a blowout. But like you said, Baltimore is hot. You can't go against them right now. And truly, I really think they want that Lamar Josh Allen matchup in the second round. That's what I think they want. So I got to go with Baltimore.
Yeah, B said Chargers in a blowout. Okay. But yeah, Derek posed a very good question. Why would the Steelers have a chance? Elaborate on that.
I really don't understand anybody that thinks that the Steelers will win. Like that, he just hopped the fuck over him.
I know what you're talking about.
we got Penn State and Notre Dame in the background over here. Damn. I just don't see why anybody that has access to a television and oh my god,
he juked him.
Oh god.
Anybody that's had access to a TV in the last month should understand why the Steelers should not have a chance. Bro, I'm pretty sure they haven't scored like over 17 in a month. Russ looks like he fell off a cliff. It's crazy. I got fooled a little bit by Russ because earlier in the year and last year, I was like, bro, Russ is washed. It's over with. He had a couple good games, and because they didn't have him on tape, they didn't expect anything from him. He had a couple long balls, and him and Pickens were looking good. Everybody thought he was back. He was not back. Russ is not that guy. And I feel like the way the Ravens are looking right now, even if Lamar doesn't play well, they could still potentially win regardless. So I got to go the Ravens, bro.
Yeah, I'm taking Baltimore on that one, and I mentioned this in the Discord earlier. The Steelers losing can fuel that A-Rod, the Steelers storyline through the offseason. So there's that. On top of that, like Derek had mentioned, the Steelers have lost their last 4 fucking games, dog. All with the exception of the Browns. Excuse me, not the Browns. Yeah, Bengals, Chiefs, Ravens, Eagles. They last 4 games, all losses. And usually if you're going on a losing streak to close out your regular season, you not finna win shit in the playoffs. So I don't understand what's so hard to grasp about that. And like I mentioned before we went live, Derek, the Ravens weeks 1 through 10 defensive rankings, scoring defense 25th, total defense 27th, pass defense 32nd, third down percentage 30th, red zone defense tied for 20th, opposing passer rating 26, weeks 13 through 18th, first in all of those categories. So I don't really know what's so hard to grasp about that. The Steelers finna go outside. And to be quite frank, I think it's going to start off slow. First half is going to be, close. Halftime might be tied. Some shit. Second half, Ravens going to open that shit up and probably cover the spread like they did with the Texans in the playoffs last year. They just got to draw you and make you think, oh, shit, this is going to be close now. Yeah, give me Baltimore and stop playing. Next game. Sunday, 1 p.m. I'm going to start with you, Derek. Denver at Buffalo. Buffalo's a 9-point favorite. Who you got?
We were talking about this before we went live, bro. Every single game that I have to pick the Broncos, I get it wrong every time. But if I say they're going to win, they lose. If I say they're going to lose, they win. It's cursed. So I'm going to have to go with the Bills because I believe the Bills are going to win. But since I'm picking them and I'm making it official, they might just blow it. Who knows? I don't know. But I just find it personally really unlikely. The way that Josh Allen's been hyped up this year, the way he's been carrying the team, the way certain people think he should get the MVP over Lamar, even though that would be kind of ridiculous. It would just be very anticlimactic for him to lose in the first round to a rookie quarterback. I just don't see that happening. So I'm gonna have to go with the Bills.
Dale, who you got?
I'm about to agree with Derek. I think they want to see this Lamar Josh Allen matchup. I do too. And probably you guys as well. So I got to go Buffalo, and no, that's not gonna happen. So
Yeah, we've already seen that before anyway. So,
yeah,
but yeah, I'm the same way, man. Buffalo. That's actually one of my locks for the week. I don't know why I wrote my name on there, but yeah. So yeah, B-Fire picked the Ravens. If I ain't say that, he also picked the Buffalo Bills. So yeah, we in course on 3 so far. Next game there might be a split though. Sunday, 4:30 p.m. Green Bay at Philadelphia. The Eagles are now 5-point favorite. You know the storylines have been Jordan Love with his hand, and then you got on the other side Jalen Hurts with the concussion. Supposedly Jalen Hurts is gonna play, so which I wouldn't assume anything less. But this game I think will go down to the wire. I don't think Philly covered by 5 either. Dale, I'm gonna start with you.
I'm gonna straight up and go with Philly. I know it's just a bad draw for Green Bay. No Jair Alexander. Um, it's just Philly got a lot of weapons, and they could just hand the ball off to Saquon and win the game.
Derek, who you got?
I didn't even know Jair was injured. That's big. If the Eagles come in, Devontae Smith healthy, AJ Brown healthy, Saquon Barkley got an extra week of rest because they didn't let him go for the record because the NFL is all about ring counting like a fucking GOAT debate and nobody wants to play the games anymore. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with the Eagles. It's just kind of the smart choice. It makes sense. I do think it would be really funny if they sat Saquon so he couldn't get the record just for them to fucking blow it in the first round. That would be crazy. They would have to fire everybody. But with the games that they've been playing with Jalen Hurts trying to act like he's still concussed when he hasn't been for like a week or two now, I just think it would be crazy to go through all this and then have them lose. So I'm gonna have to go with the Eagles in a closer than you'd expect game.
I'm taking the Packers on this one. If Philly wins, would I be surprised? Nah, would not at all. Especially if they want to run this storyline with the Jordan Love hand stuff. Because apparently he was ready to come back in the Bears game, but they said, nah, nigga, you can't come back in. Just the Bears. No point. But no, I'm taking Green Bay on this one. B-Fire took the Packers as well. And yeah, Philly win. I won't be surprised. If they win this game, they probably going to lose the next one to whoever they play. So, and then Nick Sirianni being on the hot seat going to be a thing again. So, there's that. Sunday, 8 p.m., Sunday Night Football. We got Washington at Tampa Bay in a rematch of Week 1. Tampa's a 3-point favorite. We know they had to beat the Saints to make it in the playoffs. A little help thanks to the Panthers as well while they was trailing. And this might be one of those where a rookie quarterback win the game. Derek, I'm going to start with you.
Not this one. Y'all know how I feel about Baker Mayfield. Play on the field. He, in my opinion, has just gone through so much in the league. Like every single year, it's like a fight and a climb. I don't think that the Buccaneers go out the first round. Jaden Daniels, he's got to pay his dues like every other rookie quarterback. I think that it's going to be 0-2 for rookie quarterbacks this weekend. So I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with the Buccaneers. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not super confident in it, but you know, for the sake of the pick 'em, I'm gonna have to go with the Buccaneers. What's the spread?
3.
I don't have any confidence when it comes to the spread. I'm gonna just go with the Buccaneers.
Dale, who you got?
I'm gonna go Tampa Bay. I'm with Derek on this one.
Any reasons?
I just don't see the rookie quarterback going to the second round, and the matchup was bad for them week 1. So
I feel you on that. Yeah, this one I was kind of up in the air with that one too. B Fire took the Bucks as well. But yeah, this one. Another thing I do find interesting is the fact this is the prime time game. Out of the 3 games they got on Sunday, this is the one they chose for prime time. You would think it would be in say Green Bay or Philly. Obviously not
Yeah,
Denver, Buffalo.
that's what I would have thought.
But yeah, that there's something to that. And typically, I will say Baker does not do good in prime time. I want to say his last primetime game he lost to. So that's something to look at. But I'm gonna take the Buccaneers on this one. And next round they're gonna lose. Monday Night Football in Arizona. And Arizona got moved because the fires and shit. Minnesota 2.5 point underdog. Excuse me, 2.5 point favorite at LA in Arizona. So take that as you may. B took the Vikings. Derek, who you got?
Who do I have? You the Rams. Money line. I think that Rams are home, right?
Not they the home team, but it's in Arizona.
Right. Okay. Got you. Narrative, storyline. Rams need a dub. Do it for Los Angeles. Furthermore, quarterback, coach, tested, veterans, fully healthy. Furthermore, storyline, Vikings just lost, huge game. Sam Darnold, seeing ghosts, hasn't been there before. Storyline, Vikings don't want to pay him the money. He can't come through in the big game. Monday night, prime time. It's all set up for the Vikings to collapse at the end of the year. We've seen it before with Kirk. I feel like we're going to see it again with Sam. Give me the Rams money line.
You almost rhymed there, Sam Rams. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Minnesota on this one. 2.5 Monday Night Football. You know that shit gonna be wacky as hell. Gonna be some crazy bullshit going on late in that game. But I'm gonna take the Vikings on this one. Like I said, I think this is one of the dark horse teams to make a run, go to Super Bowl. Good storyline, all the other shit. And I mean, they already have their future quarterback in JJ McCarthy anyway. So Sam wasn't gonna stay past this year anyway. So that won't make much of a difference. I know they could pay him more and shit like that, but you gotta sacrifice other pieces to keep him. And then it's like, what if you don't get that production? Now you look stupid. You gonna trade JJ to keep Sam after 1 year, and they say it don't work, and you look like the Tennessee Titans or some shit. Remember when they had Kerry Collins and they had Vince Young and all that shit, and it didn't work out. So yeah,
See, well, I thought they were just gonna keep Sam. Like they were either gonna franchise tag him or they were gonna try and give him like a Baker deal or like a Daniel Jones deal, like 35, 40, 45 million for like 3 years or something like that. And they wouldn't have had a choice. If he would have won that Lions game and they're the 1 seed, they get the bye and then they come in and win the divisional round and go to the championship game. I feel like they would have had to keep Sam as the starter next year, or Minnesota fans are going to be feeling like going crazy, you know? So I feel like once they lost that game to the Lions and got forced to play this weekend, I feel like that really changed the trajectory of what they had to do. Like it really kind of set things in stone. So I feel like it just kind of makes sense for the narrative continue. He lost that big game. He loses this big next game. And all of a sudden, he was looking at like 50, $60 million next year. And he goes from all that to potentially nothing. That's fucking huge.
I mean, yeah, they could definitely franchise tag him, but I don't like I mentioned before. Minnesota is in the best position and the worst position to be in. You got a lot out of a backup, or you have for a year. You got your future quarterback, but you don't know what the fuck he can do because he got hurt before the regular season. So you taking a real gamble on if you say we're gonna leave Sam and go with JJ, and vice versa. But yeah, I'm taking the people in purple. Dale, who you got?
This game is tough. I ain't gonna lie. I went back and forth with it, but I don't know if y'all was watching the game on Sunday night.
I know what you finna say.
Where you know what I'm finna say?
Yeah, I think
Where
someone. Yeah.
every time Justin Jefferson caught a ball, he was going like this. They're gonna do that shit again. Vikings, we're going to the second round, baby.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's your new team now. Or
Bro,
your
he
new
got
old team.
locked up, bro. He was in jail. He was in timeout that whole game, bro. They literally had him in man coverage, just heated.
As soon as I heard "locked up," I thought the Akon song. Like it just automatically plays in my hands, in my head, bro.
I don't know,
Man,
man.
she got the Rams ×3. But nah, man, I got the people in purple. You on the island on this one, Derek? Actually, I would have thought it might have been split. I would have had assumed B would have picked the Rams too. But nah, you on your own on that one, my boy.
That's fine. That's okay.
Yeah, let's get to the locks real quick, and then we're gonna open up to the chat. So I got Buffalo and Baltimore, the two Bs. Dale, who you got?
I got the Vikings as a lock, and I got Buffalo.
Derek, who you got?
I actually got I also got Baltimore, but I got the Buccaneers.
Wait, it ain't the Rams because you did the can.
You know what?
That's
I did
how
put
I
a lot.
wrote down because I heard it. So
I did have a lot of energy behind the Rams. You know what? Yeah, give me the Rams. I'm gonna leave Baltimore alone. I'm gonna go Tampa and LA. Tampa and the Rams.
Gotcha. You gotta pick the white quarterbacks. I see how it is, Derek. Okay.
you know how the NFL goes though.
Yeah, that's true. You ain't lying about that shit. And B had the Chargers and the Buccaneers, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But nah, so do you think how many of these games do you think are gonna be a blowout? I think at least one of these is gonna be a blowout.
What single game has the biggest blowout potential?
That Sunday 1 p.m. game is the one I'm looking at.
I think the Steelers are gonna get fucking housed, bro.
I think it's second half blowout. I'm gonna call that second half blowout. First half gonna be close. It's a Pittsburgh-Baltimore game. That shit gonna be close first half. Second half, that shit opened up. Like how we saw the last game when they played in Baltimore. Remember the first half was close as shit. I want to say wasn't Pittsburgh leading at halftime? Then second half, the pick sixes and all that shit.
How do y'all think Lamar is gonna play since he's never good in the playoffs?
He gonna start off slow, then do better in the second half. I think it's gonna be the same script we saw them against the Texans. Just the Steelers this time. What about you, Dale? What you got? What's your upset? Or not upset, but your blowout?
Probably Buffalo, bro.
That would make me sad.
Oh yeah, that's right. You do like the Broncos.
Just the world's quietest. Okay, you know what? I know this is super random, not planned, but I want to open this up to y'all, and I want to open this up to the chat also. I promise it's sports related. I put out this community post, and I asked people who would win in a 1-on-1 to 11. And Lobo, I think you'll find this very interesting. Did you see the post I'm talking about, by the way? First of all,
nah, which one was it?
1-on-1 to 11. Bronny James.
Oh, that I know what you're getting at.
Or Caitlin Clark. Now I know it sounds crazy, but the results had Caitlin slightly. Does that surprise you? What do you think about that?
It don't really surprise me. I mean, look how one is viewed in the media compared to the other. I guess they try to push both, but one you can clearly tell they trying way harder to push. They got to put it, or should I say they put in more effort. But at the end of the day, it's pretty simple, man. Bronny James, dog, like physical differences here between man and woman. I'm not even going to debate if Caitlin's a man or woman. I really don't give a shit. But Bronny,
I hear you. And I'm not saying that he couldn't win. What I'm saying is I think it will be closer than people like to think, because there are obviously women that are bigger, stronger, faster, more athletic than Caitlin Clark, and she still cooks. What I'm saying is I didn't know, first of all, I didn't know if your hate extended across generations. I don't know if you had anything inherently against Bronny James that would influence your conclusion, but I just don't think Bronny James is so good at basketball that you could put him up against arguably the best female player active and just assume that he was smoker 11-0. That's
Let
all
me
I'm saying.
hold on. Whoa. Okay, Caitlin Clark is not the best female player active. That's Asia Wilson, and she even had the nerve. And she had the nerve to say that she could beat an NBA player, and niggas laughed because it's like even the scrub could beat you. Stop playing. This ain't it. Nah, it ain't even up for debate. No,
Caitlin's top 5.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here with that shit. Talking about
Top 5 in the
Clark
league. Top 10 in the top 10 in the world. Caitlin Clark's a top 10 female player in the universe. Bronny is like a top 7,000 basketball male athlete. That's all I'm saying.
7,000.
Bronny's not that good at basketball. He's better than all of us. He's better than everyone we know. But
that nigga ain't better than me.
He's like, you got me fucked up. He's like, I clamped that nigga. What are you talking about?
Nah, I just don't think
Bronny's that impressive. I'm sorry.
He playing against other men though. Caitlin Clark ain't playing against other men like that.
You don't think Caitlin Clark, over the summer, on her off days will like hit up a rec or a college or whatever and play with grown men? You don't think Caitlin Clark plays with men ever?
Let me tell you something about this. So I used to work for someone who used to help the Lady Vols basketball team. Like there was their manager and they would run pickup games, right? This is a regular dude.
Mm-hmm.
Regular dude. He is not on the Tennessee men's basketball team and none of that shit. And I asked him, how them games be going? This nigga straight up told me, dog, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. We be beating them. And that's the starters, my nigga. And these are regular dudes. So yeah, it's not that hard to comprehend, bro. If you put in a woman against a dude who even has the basics of fundamentals down, that woman doesn't really have a chance, dog. I hate to admit, it is what it is. This ain't one of those ESPN woke channels that's gonna lie to you.
Especially at the highest level, though.
Yeah. So no, Caitlin Clark
at the highest level. All right, bro. Look, I'm not saying that, like, generally speaking, you're both not 100% right. I've read stories about our U.S. women's national team getting cooked by some 15-year-old kids. I know the stories, okay?
Shit. I know what you're talking about.
I've done the research. I've seen it. What I'm telling you is this isn't me trying to hype up women's basketball. This is me saying that Bronny James probably can't lock down Caitlin Clark. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know about that.
I mean, could he lock down Asia Wilson?
Asia? Who could Bronny? Could Bronny lock down
James
Asia?
stop Asia Wilson from getting a bucket?
What did I just say between the difference between a man and a woman? That's the answer.
All right, bro. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I was putting the question.
That, bro.
I'm just curious.
Damn, Drew did throw that game. Hey, there you go, Derek. Notre Dame. There you go.
Let's go.
And he got that fake ass surprise look on his face too. He did the Macaulay Culkin. He did the Macaulay Culkin. Hell no. With a blank expression on his face is wild. Bro. He didn't look pissed. He didn't try to cry. He ain't do none of that shit. He ain't throw his mouthpiece. Wow.
Wow.
Ain't he supposed to go to the league this year? Or does he have another year? I think he might have another year.
He has another year, bro, but he's still ass.
Yeah, I
would. Who had the best regular season record?
Between who?
Between us.
Oh. Let's see. You are sitting at what? Is it up? There we go. 167 and 88. I am 165 and 90. Dell 152 and 108 of those are at least the Jets. B-Fire 123 and 88. He missed some weeks, so I ain't gonna do the percentage because I don't feel like doing math right now. Locks, I'm 28 and 8. Derek 24 and 12. B 18 and 12, and Dell 19 and 17. Again, probably 8 of those are the Jets. So,
all right,
take that what you may.
Next year, at the beginning of the year, if 4 of us are doing the show, we all need to throw in like 125, and then the winner of the pick'em gets like a $500 pot at the end of the year.
You only saying it because you're winning. You wouldn't have said that shit last year.
What I'm saying is, I'm confident that my wisdom will carry over throughout 2025. Also,
You're gonna pick the Chiefs every week, ain't you?
I mean, look, we got the same 24. We all have the same opportunity to pick winning teams each week. You know, we all know what each other's capable of. We're all familiar with the format. We've been doing this for a couple years now. I think, 75, 100, 125 bucks from each of us at the end of the year, it can be, instead of us just doing these like fun little will the Jets win every game or not, it's fun between Dell and I. It'd be nice to have something that all of us can get involved in. I don't know. I think it's a fun idea.
That nigga funny as hell right there.
It's nice when there's something on the line, instead of us just hopping on, just talking shit like, oh, I missed it. I'll get them next time. Throw some bread on it.
I thought of some crazy shit. I'll tell you after the stream. I thought of some crazy shit. I was thinking about this shit yesterday. And I get B-Fire sped up on that one too. I thought some crazy ass shit. For like every loss. Fuck all that. For every loss, I thought some crazy shit.
Oh God.
Yeah.
It ain't involve shots.
It kind of derived from that.
Okay. All right.
Kind of derived from that. Only problem is if you have like a really bad week and then you got to do them at the beginning of the show, then it's like, oh shit. Like go of last week, like 8-8, nigga. That's 8 shots, bro, for your ass, bro. I'm like, shit. You dare gonna black out halfway through? Hell no.
No, well, I think a fun idea, and this isn't too crazy. It's like if you miss locks, for example, if you go 0-2 on locks, like that's 2 shots. I feel like that's straight, something like that. Something light.
Get you nice and toasty. Plot twist, it got to be moonshine. No, I'm playing. I don't even know if they got moonshine on the West Coast.
Everclear shots only.
Oh God, you just hate your stomach, nigga. Shit. Took me back to college with Everclear. Fuck that shit. What is on your hat, Dill?
What?
Oh, that's a Vikings logo, ain't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I just saw. I look like socks or something, bro. I ain't gonna. I look like a pair of socks was on your hat. I couldn't see the Viking. I was like, this nigga a Sox fan too. So, Derek, do you really think the Chiefs gonna three-peat?
Yeah. What? Yeah. Of course. Yes. Have we done? Does everybody still remember their Super Bowl picks? Did we already make mine? Obviously, I got the Chiefs. Who do y'all think are gonna win the Super Bowl?
We started the show with that shit. I told you. You had the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
I had me and B had Green Bay. Dell, I guess before the season started, had San Fran. I forgot. Who did you say when the show started?
Nigga, the Jets.
Did you really
to win the Super Bowl?
Did he? Wait, what? I know this nigga didn't really say that shit. You really said the Jets to start the year? No, he didn't. Ain't no way. I thought it was they gonna make the playoffs and go on a run. I must have missed that part. I'm gonna have to rewatch some shit because I don't even remember that part.
No, you didn't, man.
No, you didn't, bro. You did not say them niggas going to the Super Bowl.
I did. I think I did, bro.
All right,
we have to go back and find it. That's crazy.
I'll take your word for it. Okay.
What's up with the Packers? Why would this be their year? Like, I mean, Josh Jacobs is pretty cold, but like Jordan Love is kind of hit or miss.
My thing about it was the rookies still on rookie. They receivers are still on rookie deals. So even if Jordan Love does get paid, they got some flexibility. It ain't like they got the wide receivers that the Vikings got, or the Chiefs, or not the Chiefs, but the Bengals got, or the Bengals gonna have to pay if they choose to do so. And then you got to pay Jordan Love on top of that or some shit. So
Christian Watson's injured. He's injured though, right?
Yeah, he got hurt against the Bears.
Oh yeah, it's cooked then. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a big blow to their offense for sure. But if not this year, definitely next year.
I don't think Jaden Reed's gonna carry the team to the Super Bowl. Jaden Reed game-winning touchdowns.
I mean, shit. McCole Hardman scored one for the Chiefs last year, and that nigga started with the Jets. And they don't even really use that nigga like that anyway. He ain't never been their main option.
Right.
And it's a shame, even when they had Tyreek Hill and him on the same team, that is wild that they ain't take advantage of all that speed. I ain't gonna say like Detroit taking a Super Bowl.
As boring and as cliche and as rigged as it might seem, I just think that the path for the Lions and Chiefs is just going to be like kind of shockingly easy. You know, like the Chiefs really got like 3 weeks off, most of their players back fully healthy, and they got to win 2 games to get to the big game. I just, Taylor Swift got Kendrick Lamar connections. I just see the vision. I'm seeing it all very clearly right now.
That's like the Eagles leader they went when they lost to the Chiefs. Who they played? The Giants. Them sorry ass niggas, and then they played a San Francisco team that had Brock Purdy get hurt and Josh Johnson, who is 38 years old now. At the time was 36 on like his 17th team. Coming in at quarterback, and he got hurt, and then Christian McCaffrey had to become quarterback. So yeah, they had an easy route. Talking about an easy route to Super Bowl.
Like I just wouldn't be surprised if the Chiefs end up like getting some weird shit happen and they somehow end up playing the Texans and fucking Chris Jones gets like 9 sacks in 2 minutes or something and they end up playing they end up playing Lamar and Lamar forgets how to play football, which happens relatively frequently in the playoffs. Like I could just see the Chiefs ending up with a path that ends up so easy people wonder how they didn't see it coming. It just wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I was saying like if they do that 3-peat shit, that is like the equivalent of what the NBA did with the 4 or 5 matchups between the Cavs and the Warriors back to back to back to back, where that was kind of the start of this down spiral or whatever you want to call it of the NBA was that.
See, but it's interesting
and a bunch of other reasons too,
because in the moment people hated it. They claim they hated it. But when we look back on it, it's like it was kind of nice in a way to have kind of dominant forces because then you had somebody to root for, you had somebody to root against. Everybody wanted to see the Warriors get taken down, and then there are people on the other side that wanted to see LeBron get taken down. But now, because there's different teams in the finals every fucking year, now it's kind of just like, if the Celtics go back, okay, I don't really care. I'm sick of watching all the 3-pointers, and like nobody expects LeBron to make it. Nobody expects Steph to make it. The Suns, nobody expects them to make it. KD is getting old. All he does is fight with people on Twitter and dunk on losers that are betting their life savings on his parlay. It's like there just isn't a lot of like sauce to the game, and I think that's mainly because the league does a terrible job promoting their younger players, but that's its whole other thing.
Nah, I meant with the Cavs Warriors thing. It wasn't the whole series. It was the first one. Kyrie, Kevin Love was injured. Yeah. So, okay, we got to get one when they fully healthy and shit, right? Second year, they fully healthy. It looked like this was gonna be a blowout, damn near a sweep, right? 3-1 comeback. One of the most exciting, dramatic finals we've seen in a long time. Actually, that was the last dramatic finals we saw. And then after that, Kevin Durant goes to Warriors. Then it was like, oh shit, we know who's gonna win that one.
Yeah, Kevin Durant single-handedly ruined what could have been like a really awesome rivalry.
Yeah, because it would have been like round 3 would have been cool if they didn't have Kevin Durant. Just see, all right, you gotta, break that 1-1 tie.
Yeah,
but round then it was like, 3, all right,
everyone healthy. It could have been LeBron, Kyrie, K Love, and it could have been Draymond, Steph, Clay, 3v3, round 3, tiebreaker, but Kevin Durant fucking ruined it.
Yeah, and then that opened the floodgates for more players doing the team hopping, making super teams, all this other shit. And then, the game style changed too. Obviously, niggas started chucking up threes. Teams started replicating that formula. The Rockets first. Then every team was like, well, if we need to compete with them, we got to do this too, even though we ain't got the right personnel to do none of that shit. But they still do it anyway. And we're at where we at now with a bunch of other shitty mistakes by Adam Silverfish. And that is game Penn State lost. Yeah, as far as the NFL, they've already had viewership issues throughout the season, and some of it's because people who think it's real can see the fuckery that goes on in a Chiefs game. Like you don't have to look deep at all. You can just watch the game at face value and see the fuck shit they do.
Yeah,
and people kind of like get tired of it. The fact that at the end of the game, all of a sudden teams can score 20 points. When it used to be back in the day, it was the opposite. In the last 2 minutes, that's when you ain't scoring shit. You might get a field goal up at best. Damn, number 10's a mouth breather. But yeah, like
that's so tired.
That's the shit that really could hurt the NFL if they do that 3-peat shit.
NFL straight though, honestly. Like I just think that I don't think they really have a lot of serious competition. Like
I mean, their fall off won't be like as drastic as the NBA if they do have a fall off in say viewership or ratings or any of that shit, because they're starting from such a higher point. But I'm saying if they kept going towards this shit and people slowly get tired of getting fucked over on parlays and you blatantly see players not trying for shit and you like say Saquon had an easy run for a touchdown, but this nigga run out of bounds at the one and no one was around him and shit, and it's like then people gonna be like, all right, man, fuck this shit up. I'm tired of it. Or they go with the overly political shit and throw it in the game. That's another thing that hurt the NBA. And they try to do that in the NFL and people tune that out. Like, I ain't trying to hear you talk about politics, right wing, left wing shit. I'm just trying to watch a football game.
Only time I was worried about the NFL's viewership was during the with the Colin Kaepernick, the in racism stuff in the end zones. I was like, kind of came here to get away from that shit, if I'm being honest with you. But
yeah. I feel you on that shit.
Drew Aller
is
trash, bro.
What'd you say?
I said Drew Aller is so fucking trash, bro.
Nigga, hates that nigga, bro. You hate that man,
too, bro. This nigga, man.
You did what?
Huh?
You say you took him? What'd you like? You bet on Penn State or something?
Penn State, I took Penn State, yeah.
Nah. James Franklin choked big time in big games, bro.
That's so funny, bro, because literally Lobo and I got on like 15, 20 minutes before we actually went live. And I'm not going to pretend to keep up with the fucking college football playoffs, especially if it's not like SEC, like, I don't give a fuck about Notre Dame and Penn State. But I was like, yo, who should I throw $5 on? And he told me when it was 10-10, he just told me Notre Dame. He said it super nonchalantly, not a ton of confidence. But I could just tell that, like, you know, he just had a vibe about it, like it was a very matter of fact thing. And I was like, all right, crazy ass game, and I came out with some money. But Dale, why did you think Penn State was going to win? I'm just curious. I don't know.
They're a better team. They're a better team.
Really?
Mm-hmm. They got more weapons.
Interesting.
It's funny because they started off the first half pushing Notre Dame around, bullying the niggas, bro. That was bullying the shit out of the niggas.
Jeremiah Love, that's it. Riley Leonard ain't that good.
He really not, bro. He transferred. He came from
At
Duke.
the end of the day, they finna get their ass blasted by Ohio State in the championship.
Pause.
Yeah, probably.
Pause.
Ohio State's probably gonna run the table.
Yeah, no, for 100%, bro. 100%. It would have been a better matchup with Ohio State and Penn State. Mark my words on that one. If Ohio State can win tomorrow, right? You never know.
I don't think them niggas lose.
I don't either, but
especially if they get out to that big lead, they get up 20-something nothing. On Texas ain't finna come back and nah.
Bro, Penn State had that game won, bro.
Nah. Even though this was a close game that went down to the wire, it was still some bullshit. Like it just didn't. I don't know how to word it. It just didn't feel like a lot was on the line.
So Notre Dame correlates with Celtics. So you're saying that they're gonna win the whole thing?
Oh yeah, they do got that little shamrock shit, don't they?
Let me know. Anthony Lewis.
I ain't even thinking that shit.
You are right. That's what I told Pops the other day. Michigan woke up a monster in Ohio State.
You know what's crazy? Even if Ohio State wins, there's still gonna be Ohio State fans pissed that they didn't beat Michigan.
No, 100%, bro.
Like that is like fuck that national championship. Beat Michigan. We don't care about nothing else. That's cool and all. I bought you some time and some years. Now that seat got a little bit cooler, but you didn't beat Michigan, which they eventually will. They'll probably get back next year.
Lobo, did you not know this, or didn't you know this already, or you knew it?
What, the Ohio State spent more money on the roster? Yeah, I knew that. It was like 28 mil or some high ass number. But that's the name of the game. You gotta spin. You gotta spin to win now. If you ain't doing that, you ain't winning shit. You can put ass in the seat, but that's about it. But now, y'all got anything before we get on up out of here?
Yeah. I have a YouTube channel called Therapy, and lately I've been making fun of Drake and also DJ Academics. So if you find either of these people annoying, that's the place for you. We're
Fuck
closing in on
on.
30K. We're about to pull up on Lobo. Pass right by him. Gamble responsibly, drink responsibly. If you're in LA, T's and P's for you. Be safe out there.
Dale, what you got?
Go Ohio State. That's all I got. Shit.
Fuck the Buckeyes. I don't know what you talking about. Fuck them niggas, man. Fuck Ohio State. They probably gonna win it all though, but fuck them niggas, bro. Ryan Day, I know you using some dye in that beard, bro. That shit got some gray in it, motherfucker. You ain't fooling nobody. That shit way too dark. Nah, Ryan Day, you ain't fooling me.
Ryan Day's a weird looking dude. I'm not gonna lie,
bro. He look like he ain't got no soul for real. This nigga's eyes look soulless as shit. Like y'all see that shit. I know I ain't the only one seeing this shit.
He looks like a bot.
Like bro, for real. He looked like one of them androids. Ain't even bullshit, bro. Like, he really do look like, what's that movie called where the eyes turn black and they get possessed? I can't think of it.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm talking about though.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can visualize. I can't think of what it was though.
Shit. Somebody in the chat. What's that movie called? There's probably a bunch of movies that do this, but there's one. It ain't The Grudge, is it? Or is it? I'm trying to think. Grudge.
It's super random and no one's gonna know what I'm talking about. But there's this movie called Devil where it's like these people are stuck in an elevator.
Yes, I've seen that movie. I know exactly.
Yeah. And towards the end, the person that is the devil, their eyes turn black. That's the first thing I thought of. That movie's fire though, by the way. I might go.
It really is. That is damn. That's a good ass movie. I hope that's on HBO Max. That shit is a good ass movie though, for real, for real. But yeah, Ryan Day, your eyes look like you didn't summoned a bunch of demons. You ate them all up and had an orgy with them. Allegedly, of course. Join the Discord. The link is in the chat. It's pinned in the chat. I remember this time. Subscribe to Lobo TV. We got comic book videos every single day. New superhero, new supervillain. We got some niggas you ain't never even heard of that you ain't know was black. Fun facts. And yeah, we going live for the Texas Ohio State game tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Dale, what you got? I don't know if you already asked you. Never mind. We out there.